My name is Lennon Lopez, and I am a senior in mass comm focusing on broadcasting, and this is my paranormal story. There's 5 of us, so it's my 2 brothers. I'm the middle child. So I have my older brother and my little brother, and then I have my mom and my dad. In 2019, we moved houses. So this was definitely like my sophomore year. And I was just there watching Naruto, like on my couch, just laying down. So the living room was right here, and then we have the TV and the chimney like right in front, like right across. And I see the front door open. And from the front door, I see my older brother walk in. And he's wearing his regular clothes, like a button up. He worked at a law firm. So we're having a conversation, and it felt like it lasted like about 2 to 5 minutes. And everything that he was saying matched with like my brother's, the way my brother acts and the way my brother behaves and like what my brother would do. And he was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna go upstairs. One thing about us, like about my family, is like we're very close. So anytime we would come back from anywhere, from events or parties or hangouts, we would always go with my mom and be like, hey mom, like we're home. And well, that night he goes upstairs. He goes straight up upstairs, which is rare. And I was just like, okay, cool. Played it, like shrugged it off. I was like, oh, cool. And my mom is in the other room. So she slept downstairs, and she yells, she's like, hey Lennon. I was like, yes. She's like, where's your brother? Like, oh, he's upstairs. Like, he's like, he just got back. He's tired. He went upstairs. And she goes, oh, okay. Like, that's weird. Like, he usually comes say hi. I was like, yeah, he just said he was tired. So then later on, like, my mom finds that weird. So she calls him. She's like, hey, like, you're home already? Like you didn't come say hi. He says, I'm not home. I'm still out with friends. I'm not home at all. I'll be home in a little bit. She's like, what? She's like, well, Lennon says you're upstairs. He's like, no, like I'll be there in like a couple minutes. Like I'm a couple minutes out. Like I'll be home soon. And then she hangs up. So she calls me again. She's like, hey, where's your brother? I was like, ugh. Like I'm in high school. I'm annoyed. I'm like, he's upstairs. Like I already told you, he's upstairs. And she goes, he's not home. I swear I saw him go upstairs. And she goes, no, he's not home at all. And it's not like he could like sneak out from, like we're on the second story, we're on the second floor, and it's just concrete. So it's like if he jumped out, like he would have gotten injured. But later on, a couple minutes pass, and he walks in again with his backpack, like a hoodie, jeans, and he goes, hey man. And I was like, dude, you're upstairs. He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, I already had a conversation with you. I was like, you're upstairs. He goes, dude, he's like, I was out with Dan, like one of his friends, one of our pastor friends. He's like, dude, I was out with Dan. I guess the distance from like where I was to the door was like from here towards like the TV, or like a couple, like 8 to 10 feet away. So we were very close. It's not like I couldn't mistake him. It was very prominent that it was him. If I saw a ghost go upstairs, who's upstairs? So we stayed downstairs for a little bit, and then eventually, we just went upstairs. I guess part of me is like, man, I should have gone checked just because the curiosity, but who knows what type of like spirit it was. If it was peaceful or like attacking, then I'm good without it. It's one of those like stories that I've always like kept, where I'm like, no, like I think paranormal activity, like it's a real thing. Like ghosts are real beings.
My name is Dario Nava. I am a mass comm and comm major. I'm a senior, and this is my story. This experience was not just one, but one of many. I'm from Monterrey, Nuevo León. I came to Mission when I was 8 years old. I'm from a family of 2 older brothers with my parents. When we moved to the US, the paranormal experience was nothing new to us. Rather, we've had some shared experiences while we lived in Monterrey. And I think between all customs and folklore, I went through my own journey with the paranormal and what I seeked from it and what I saw. It was one day where, out of the blue, it was 3 a.m. I was trying to go to sleep, and that's when I felt a sudden force pull my blanket from underneath. I was too tired. I was very sleepy. I was not gonna deal with it. But that force kept pulling and pulling, and I just felt like I just had to do a battle between it. I was just trying to go to sleep, and I was fighting to just keep my blanket up and keep myself warm. I felt like that force gave out, and I had my blanket back, but till this day, I still wonder what had happened right after. About 3 to 4 days after, I was in my room, same time, and I heard some really loud church bells. Mind you, there's no church around my neighborhood, nor do I feel like it's around around the radius of where I live. These church bells were coming from inside. Nobody in the household was hearing them. Felt like I was going crazy. I felt the vibrations of them. I stepped out of my room. The sound is gone. I went, checked the cameras, no sound. Everything was okay. I barged into my brother's room, asked him if he heard anything. He promised he heard nothing. Maybe it was just in my head. Why did I feel the vibrations as I was sleeping? My closet door was opening from the inside, and from what I saw, it looked like a shadow peeking through. And the door is open, and all I could do is just hide under the blankets, call my brother through my phone, asked him to come inside. He said he saw nothing. I went to get a cleansing for those who believe in what a curandera is. Those who believe in what's in the Mexican folklore. Everybody knows what a egg cleansing is, the mal de ojo, and the certain entities around it. I do believe if you have some sort of belief and you can attribute some truth to any experience like that. It just believes on what you manifest and what you attribute to your reality. And I feel like there's just things that we just can't explain. And that's certain. Something very recent that I just went through this past July, as I was talking to my cousin. It was 3 a.m., same time, and as I felt the vibe to be very heavy, I saw my own grandmother who passed. And many would believe, oh, that's scary, that's frightening. It wasn't. Although these experiences are also paranormal, they tend to be viewed as something negatively. But for me, that gave me comfort. At least it is believed in so many ways that it is a sign of protection to see those who have passed. It's a sign that they're there for you. I think I've always believed in the paranormal. I was in some sort of denial when I was first experiencing it because I really was trying to make logic out of the situation. I didn't want to seem crazy. I just didn't want to be scared. But I guess I'm now accepting my fear, and I've surpassed that. And as well, I am very accepting of what is in this reality for me.